So, welcome to Beauty of Colors podcast, Laurie. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Cleon, for having me. This is really exciting.
You're very welcome. So, Laurie, how can one change their mindset and increase abundance?
Mm, Beautiful. Wow. Two-part question, a big question. To change your mindset, let's take that piece first. You have to be aware of the thoughts that you're thinking every day. You have to be aware of what you're saying, what you're thinking, because those things become your beliefs. So to change your mindset, you have to change your thoughts and your words and what your beliefs are in a more positive way. So if you don't care about your life right now and you love your life right now and your reality is happy with you, you're happy with your reality right now, then okay, cool, stay where you are. But if you're not, and you want a more joyful life, a more optimistic life, a more abundant life, that those words and those thoughts and those feelings, especially that inner critic, those words have to change to ones of more positivity about yourself and about your life. So all of that mindset shifting stuff is amazing when how it relates to abundance is if you want more abundance in your life. So let's say I'd like to get a raise. I'd like to have a $10,000 raise, $20,000 raise. You might not get it right now. You might not get it tomorrow. But right now and tomorrow, you can go to the feeling of having it, the feeling of having that extra cash in your checking account every month, that feeling of having, maybe that piece of jewelry you want, or that lovely home you want, or that new car you want. So, in order to increase the abundance in your life, you have to feel it like you already have it first. That's the way our brain works. That's the way the universe works. When we are feeling it first and we are a vibrational match to it, I'd like to say, or emotional match to it, that's when the magic happens.
Wow. So, Laurie, what do you have to do? I know you said that just thinking about it, but is there like a process, like a work, something that you have to do? Because can you just think about it and it happen, or you have to put action into it, into the belief that you have, the positive belief that you have, kind of injected into your mind.
Okay. So let's say you want a new job and you want a new job because you want to feel more respected, more appreciated, cared about, making more money. All for all of those reasons, you want a new job, but you don't have it today and you might not have it tomorrow. Okay. So each day you think about what you want and why you want it. And maybe you put that up on your vision board, a picture of you in an office that's overlooking the park or whatever it happens to be, relating to a boss that cares about you and that appreciates you. So go to the feelings of having those things, the appreciation from a boss, having a great office. Maybe it's being working from home. Maybe it's feeling respected and your ideas are respected. So go to the feeling of that and visualize it every day, maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes a day in meditation. And when those annoying, critical things come up that we all have in our brains, like, oh, you're never going to find that. You're never going to find a boss that appreciates you that much. You're never going to make that much money at this job. Turn that inner critic off and say, thank you. Thank you for warning me and trying to keep me safe and in my cute little place right here. But I don't need you. And I know that I can do this. And I know that I can make a change. So it's twofold. You have to feel it, you have to visualize it, you have to think about it, put it up on your vision board, but you also have to turn off that inner critic and not be mad at the inner critic or, you know, be angry with yourself that you're thinking of these negative thoughts. It's we're human and that's what we do and that's sort of our software program that we're born with. So you just say thanks to that. Thank you for those negative feelings over here, but I'm going over here and I'm going to think this. And what I started doing back in 2012 is when a negative comment would come up about my business or my clients or my suppliers or our money or our abundance, I would write the opposite of that down on a post-it note and put that the opposite comment on a post note and stick it up on the wall right near my computer where I could see it. So, for instance, at the time in the recession, like in from 2009 to 2012, 2013, I would be so worried about our sales and worried about my clients are never going to order from me and how are we going to pay our suppliers and all of these negative things that just are in a cycle in your brain. And I would take out my post-it note and I'd write, there's plenty for everyone, including me. I am receiving orders all week. All is well. And I would stick them up on the wall and believe those and focus on those. Now, it may not have happened that day, but as it eases and as you start to release that fear and worry in your heart and in your mind, it opens you up to receive more of what you're looking for. And it's always coming to you, but when you're more optimistic and positive, those messages can get through, the ideas can get through. Oh, this is a cool product. Maybe, Jan at this company will really like this. And so it's twofold. Yes, you're not just going to sit on the couch and eat bonbons and wait for things to happen. What happens when you're more positive and optimistic is the ideas and you take inspired action. Inspired action when it feels good. Taking action when you're feeling negative, bummed, depressed, annoyed never seems to go well. But yes, you have to take action once you're feeling good. Oh, I'm going to do these 5 emails today. Or, gosh forbid, right? We call someone. So, I'm going to call these 5 people today while I'm up and light and happy and feeling good.
Wow. So Laurie, it's all about affirmations. Is it
Mhm.
like putting it on the vision board, kind of saying it over and over again, the positivity? So it's all about like building this muscle in your mind, this positive um, muscle telling you that you can do that and you can be positive. So,
Yes, the affirmations, I like to call them my I am statements or my power statements. What you say after I am is probably what you've got and what you've created in your life. So if you want a different like if experience and you want to create a different reality for yourself, you have to start using the I am statement in a more positive way. I used to say all the time, I am not techie. I am not great at, doing, whatever on my computer. I am not this and I am not that. I said, okay, well, why am I saying that? Because guess what? I can be better at this. And if I can't, I know I can find help to help me. So I am good at technology and all is well, and one of my the big one I had today was I was on a radio a TV station today in DC talking about spelling to communicate, which is the process that our son uses, our non-speaking son uses for communication. So I had a card on my computer all day long and I said it like 50 times. I am a great interview today on Fox 5 DC. I am a great interview today. So I didn't let the doubt and the worry and the fear come in. I nipped it in the bud and I just looked at that card and I said it every day. So science has shown if you say a positive affirmation with the words is so easy at the end 50 times a day for 3 days, your subconscious brain starts to kick in and say, oh, yeah, she really means that. She really wants that. That really can happen because your subconscious brain wants to save you so badly and protect you so badly from every negative thing that can happen. So it's warning, warning, warning. So we're rewriting that program. We're rewriting that to really build that muscle. They're always going to be there, but you got to build the positivity muscle as well to so that they balance each other out.
excellent. Nice, nice. So, what are some of the benefits of positive activity process?
So the positive activity process, which we teach, which is, and also you can go on positiveactivity.net and download the activities that we do and that we teach about to help raise your vibration and raise your optimism and positivity level. The benefits are many, but the ones that have been researched are when you have a more optimistic and positive mindset, you're 31% more, on average, 31% more productive. You sell on average 37% more. You have less anxiety. You live a longer life. You're more resistant to illness. You have better teams that want to work for you and stay with you, higher incomes and better jobs. I named 8. I know there's more and I can't think of them, but they're all, if you go to our website, they're all listed. So those benefits are have been studied from MIT and research, I'm sorry, MIT, Harvard, and Stanford as a result of having a more positive and optimistic mind. So I thought, oh my gosh, if this is scientifically backed and scientifically researched, how can I not teach this? I want everyone to know this. This is awesome.
Wow. So Laurie, you do have a book, or is it your husband? I can tell me
Neil
about.
has a book.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
bar tips.
Tell us a little bit about the book.
So the book is called Bar Tips. Everything I needed to know in sales, I learned behind the bar. So the whole concept was he was like sitting thinking, oh my gosh, all the things that I did as a bartender for 10 years as a young adult, greeting people, serving people, thanking people, cleaning up after yourself, being organized, being on time, being able to, what's the word, multitask, uh, following up, having personal knowledge and just helping people through that maybe 30-minute hour course that you've got their attention. We're doing all these same things in our swag business too. So we have a swag business, Rogers Marketing, that is products, I call it tangible media, anything you can put a corporate logo on. And we do the same things there. We pay attention to detail. We thank people. We do what we say we're going to do. You have to be organized. You're multitasking all the time. Time management, all of that came into play. So it's this cute, kind of cool um, analogy between all of these things I learned in the hospitality world. So it's not just bartenders, but busboys, wait staff, bar backs, all of that hospitality work translated right into sales work. So the book is about that and different business practices that we use and that Neil created and Neil uses to increase our sales, increase his sales, and keep us going. You know,
That's excellent,
it's
Laurie.
a quick read. It's a
Yeah.
great read. Yeah.
So where can the listeners get a copy of the book? And what is your social media links? Are you on?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. So positiveactivity.net is our website. There's a link there to purchase the book. The book is on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. And then on our website too are links to our Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram is Lori, LORIAROGERS, Positive Activity. That's my Instagram account. Yep. And I'm on LinkedIn too.
Okay. So Laurie,
Everywhere. I'm
yeah.
everywhere.
So Laurie, tell us about your workshop and your webinars, and can
Sure.
us get all of that? Do you have an upcoming workshop, a webinar coming up? What are some of the resources that they can find
Sure.
on your site?
So we post our local in-person workshops. We'll start those up again in the fall on our website. And then we have an email list, people that have signed up to get our newsletter and our emails, and we'll let them know when our next workshop is. So we hold local workshops where individuals can come and attend and go. Some are 6, depends on the day, depends on the workshop. We love those. We also get hired to go into corporations. So let's say the corporation, the HR department is having a wellness fair and they want to teach some positive activities to their employees, or the sales team is having a sales meeting and they want to get, a different perspective on optimism and positivity and how that creates more abundance and sales in your life. We'll go and speak to them. So that's where companies are hiring us. Webinars, I just love the in-person thing so much more than doing the digital that I've kind of like, put the webinars. But if more and more people email me and say, well, I can't, come to, Boston to do this, can you do one online? And I will, we will. So we'll start those up again, probably mid-August. We take July just for family time and regrouping. Yeah. So
Sounds
they'll be linked posted on our website as well.
excellent, Laurie. So, Laurie, do you have any last words for the listeners about improving their well-being?
Yes, I do. Okay, this is what I want everyone to do tomorrow morning, or if you're in your home right now, or even if you're in your car and you're at a red light, is first thing in the morning, when your mind is just waking up and it's still impressionable, go to the mirror and give yourself a high five and say something wonderful and kind and beautiful to yourself. So start your day off right. I want you to start your day, not your day starts you. Now, you could do it right now too. So if you're in your car, just give yourself a high five in the rearview mirror and say something kind and nice to yourself. We tend to not do that. We tend to just be negative and very self-critical all the time. And one quick little tip that you can do is just say something kind.
So we tend to say nice things to other people,
Mm.
and we don't say it to ourselves. Like we'll tell somebody, "You look beautiful today," or "You have a wonderful," or "Your hair is nice," or "Your shoes look," and we never tend to say that to ourselves.
No, and how sad is that? Like, I know. Believe me, I'm guilty of the same thing. I know.
Well, Laurie, thank you for sharing all that great information, and thank you for
Sure.
Beauty of Colors podcast.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.